The head of finance, Arben Ahmetai, explained that the construction sector has improved thanks to the increasing of loans, whereas DP MP Yorida Tabaku retorts that the construction sector has turned into a dirty money laundromat. President Ilir Meta met with the Foreign Commission to discuss the maritime border with Greece, with his press office releasing statements stating all sides agree on the importance of solving the issue. The conference, titled The Future of the Balkans, saw representatives from the 6 Balkan countries discuss the EU enlargement strategy with the support of the EU delegation in Tirana. Good evening, it's 6 o'clock on Friday the 2nd of March 2018. Welcome to the English edition of Aura News. My name is Alexandra and I'm here to bring you the day's top stories from across the country, translated into English. Criminologists and experts from the Ministry of Interior have started the laboratory analysis of the 613 kilograms of cocaine sequestered in a container declared as bananas at the port of Durrës. Following the analysis, the narcotics will be handed over to the police to be stored as evidence in warehouses at the 100 department in Mullet. Tons of the drugs are inventoried in these buildings, having accumulated over the years. From the sources near the state police, it is learned that most of the substances there are cannabis, which has been seized year after year by the state police. However, the storage warehouses do also contain a lot of other various types of evidence from a broad range of criminal activities just lying around within the walls of these buildings. A judicial process takes about 4 years, and the evidence is allowed to be removed from this building only for the purpose of investigations and must be brought back again. After making a final decision on the case the evidence relates to, the narcotics are disposed of in a special process. Minister of Finance, Arben Ahmetai, has described the accusations that the construction sector is using dirty money as a political attack. At a press conference, the minister explained that this sector has grown due to the increase in loans and the approval of the regulatory plan. According to the head of finances, regardless of growth, the value of building permits for 2017 remains smaller than that of 2014, the time when the municipality was headed by Lulsim Basha. The growth came due to the increase in loans and the approval of the regulatory plan, explained Arben Ahmetai. The Blue headquarters had an immediate response to the comments, with the Deputy Chair of the Economic Commission, Yorida Tabaku, saying construction in Albania has transformed into a dirty money washing machine. The construction sector has turned into the laundromat for dirty money, outlined Tabaku. According to the latest Instat data, 819 permits were approved last year from 455 permits approved in 2016, marking an increase of 364, with the majority of permits being issued in the country's capital, Tirana. The meeting between President Ilir Meta and members of the Foreign Affairs Committee to discuss the issue of the maritime border with Greece has been evaluated from all political sides as constructive and to have served its purpose. The head of the Foreign Committee, Mimi Kodeli, spoke of the importance of reaching an agreement with the Greek side, especially for the process of integration into the European Union. Vice Chairman of the Democratic Party, Edi Paloka, said that the majority and opposition were divided only on the lack of transparency from the part of the Foreign Ministry. We have had a very constructive conversation with the President. He informed us of all the steps that have been taken so far with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Unfortunately, the result is what the opposition had raised as a concern, that there is a lack of transparency from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, confirmed Edi Paloka. In these conditions, when there is a lack of trust, the Democratic Party proposes that the case be sent to the Hague Tribunal. I expressed our position that the rational solution to this issue is to achieve a fair deal for all parties. That is, to take this file with agreement and understanding from the Greek side to the International Court of Justice at The Hague, expressed the DP MP Tritan Shehu. However, it seems that not only the majority but also the ally of the Democratic Party, the Socialist Movement for Integration, disagree with this proposal. The institution of the President has revealed details of the meeting held with the head of state, Ilir Meta, and the members of the Foreign Commission. In the press office's announcement, it is stated that the President has demanded the cooperation of all institutions to reach an agreement with Greece. The President of the Republic, Ilir Meta, held today a meeting with the MPs of the Parliamentary Committee on Foreign Policy regarding the maritime agreement with Greece. President Meta underlined the importance of good neighbourly relations with Greece and informed the MPs of his position on this issue. Mr Meta has underlined that for the achievement of a fair and stable agreement, cooperation and seriousness are required from all institutions, reads the announcement. President Meta also praised the cooperative and constructive spirit that categorised the conversation with the MPs of the Parliamentary Commission on Foreign Policy. The enlargement strategy by the European Union incorporating the Western Balkans needs to be properly read by the countries of the region, as it is a golden opportunity for integration into the European family. According to researcher Ariane Dormici, this strategy addresses the problems of the Balkan countries in a collaborative effort between the 6 Balkan countries, the European Commission and the European Union member states. The enlargement strategy links the region with the EC and the member countries, explains the researcher. For the representative of the European Centre for Studies, Valbona Zanelli, the Western Balkan countries need to work hard to convince member states, given the majority of opinion of most EU citizens. More than 50% of European Union citizens do not want enlargement, stated Zanelli. The enlargement strategy is a document providing the steps in a positive direction for the Balkan countries, as there is a deadline for the integration of these countries into the European Union. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join me again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. On behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.